So as my slide implies, my name is Michael Weber. I'm the Vice President of Sales for North America, and I'm here to talk about CaloPix. And what I'd like to do is demonstrate, my conversation today is about the CaloPix, about the next generation AI-powered computational pathology solution. So how we can best accommodate and kind of explain this is in three separate ways. So the first way I'd like to explain is functions. And what does functions mean? So, people understand a system, an image management system, an IMS system that needs to manage, needs to view, index, analyze, and share. So for those clinicians out there, you know that this is the cost of entry. This is what needs to happen in order for you to be successful in this industry. However, what Tribun and what CaloPix provides is a capability to leverage up to 10 years of experience in doing this. This is not inherent with other vendors in some cases. This provides you with the capability to understand the feedback, the pains, the successes, and the interpretation of how a system needs to operate within the context of a pathology workflow and how they manage their systems. The second, and the thing that we should also involve, is a system needs to be robust and expand with your existing framework and department. Currently, CaloPix has the capability to do anatomical pathology, has histology and hematology. So again, we're growing, building, and managing to incorporate more and more opportunities for you in your department. The third, and as Simon had mentioned previously, is the AI-powered automation. So as a separate entity, AI automation is something that's very commonplace and is very interesting, and people are starting to really invest a significant amount of money in this. Tribun is no difference. We're expanding our capabilities in AI automation and AI development. We're spending a lot and making a lot of investments in this specific area. But the unique part of our system is that we actually are integrated into the image management system. So it stands alone, but it also stands as a part of our platform. So when we talk about platform, we talk about the integration. This allows research capabilities to be brought into the clinical capability and understand that this is a robust platform that can grow and expand with the department. And as AI applications come from ourselves or third-party applications, we can start to develop them and put them in for the system for your use. The second is the advantages, and for the people who are on this webinar, the clinicians, whether you've actually gone through a digital transformation or you're kicking the tires and you're just looking at this. The mainstay that people try and identify as the most important reason why they're moving towards a digital platform is the efficiencies that it provides. And in order to convey the message of efficiencies, in my opinion, we have to kind of categorize it in two different ways. First is the anatomical pathologist, the person who's reading this. For sure, people comment, that's a lot of what happens. But what about the people that bring it to that position, the techs, the administrators, everything that happens from the point of a patient, the first slice, right through to bringing it to the anatomical pathologist. So the first one I'll talk about is the pathologist. What we have done as Tribun is we've done studies to demonstrate that moving from an analog platform into a digital environment, you can save upwards of 25% savings in time for that pathologist in terms of their time review, and upwards of 18% in their turnaround time for report generation. The corollary to that, when you look at things that are brought to the pathologist, so all the work that's done prior to, digital pathology has a major impact on it in the aggregate view. So when you look at the aggregate view, there's upwards of 18% savings, time savings, in terms of the time that is required to do a digital preparation versus that of analog. And I'd ask any clinician out there, if someone said to you, in an 8-hour workday, I'm going to give you back 1 hour of your day, I wonder how many people would raise up their hand. So from our perspective, we feel the value of efficiency is inherent, and we'd like to have the conversation to kind of move that forward. The second advantage is the inevitable human error. Human error is a thing that we inherently, as humans, are common. It happens with us all the time. So from a human error perspective, digital pathology can reduce misplaced and mishandled slides in an opportunity to reduce human error. Clinical collaboration. Another thing of digital pathology that a lot of people recognize is the capability to share. Our system, whether it's urgent or important, has a single button click where you can collaborate with a colleague, subspecialty, instant and real-time review for your capabilities and for your clinical diagnosis. The third is value. And one thing I want to talk to you about the value position is the enhanced clinical confidence. So you have the advanced visualization techniques, you have our clinical tool set, and then the sharing of the images, which helps the pathologist in terms of their clinical digital pathology clinical review. The ultimate flexibility. The one thing I really highlight here is that there is a compartmentalization with CaloPix. You don't need to do this all at once. You can do it in pieces. We can help you work with that to identify what areas make sense, what areas are important, how do we make those changes, do it in piecemeal at your pace, and expand as you see fit. That's where I think one of the advantages that we can have and we can present to you. And finally is increased lab productivity. I mentioned this in the enhancing piece. That, at the end of the day, is the reason why we're moving into a digital environment. So from our perspective, with all the things that we've mentioned here, we think that we have a capability to provide you, our customer, our future customer, or your future customer's friends with the capability of moving into a digital environment.